Hello guys, welcome once again back to Simulated Heaven. Now this is again X-Plane 10. Now this is the aircraft I was in for the first video that I did for X-Plane 10. Now I thought I would do a quick review of the interior of this aircraft, because I feel that when you buy these kind of payware aircraft, you see lots of reviews online about how they handle and all that kind of stuff, but I feel that there are not that many talking about what the interiors are like, and I think that's a valid thing that people would like to know. And obviously right now I'm not in a position to be able to comment on how the aircraft handles and things like that, because I'm not really experienced enough with that kind of stuff. However, what I can do is I can show you the interior in as much detail as I can, so that then you have a good idea about that kind of stuff. Now, as you can see, and you saw in the video, this is the interior. It's a very high-res interior in terms of the dashboard. The one thing, I mean, I actually bought this payware for $24.95, and maybe a lot of people might ask me why, but I just really like the high res stuff. Quite a lot of the stuff that you get as freeware aircraft, even if they have really HD interiors, usually you can't click as many things, it's not as functional. So I just really like how it's so HD. I mean, I can actually zoom right in and you can still see everything very clearly, all the knobs, all the buttons. And yeah, this is not a very expensive airplane. I bought it for $24.95. The regular price is $29.95, something like that. I mean, for this kind of big airliner, that is not a very expensive kind of price. There's also a 777, which is like $60, $59.99. So it's like, actually, for the price you are paying, I feel this is actually a really nice interior. I mean, you can see it goes all the way over here, very high res. I feel like they did not skimp out at all with the actual interior in terms of the dashboard. Now, this guy over here does not look the best, really, but that's okay. There's a lot of these guys that don't really look the best, and I think it's raining now, oh dear. But I would say there are areas that might be kind of slightly skimped out on in comparison with some more expensive vehicles, just because of the fact that yeah, it's slightly cheaper, maybe, I don't know. I mean, I think that people underestimate the amount of time it takes for people to make these aircraft. Sometimes it can take up to 2 years for people to create these, so I don't really mind paying a reasonable amount of money, as long as obviously it lives up to my expectation. And one of my expectations is a very high quality front cockpit with all the dials that I can see and things like that. And in terms of performance, I can scan around here, and the performance hit is not that bad. It's okay. I mean, I have all of the settings pretty much up to the highest extreme, and it seems to work pretty well. There is a little bit of lag, slight lag when you move the camera around, but I mean, that's also a little bit because I'm recording, but usually when I'm not recording, it's really acceptable for me. So yeah, like, it's pretty sweet looking, pretty high res. I'm not sure about the texture on the seat here. Doesn't look like a texture for a seat. It looks more like a lump of concrete or gravel. I'm not quite sure why it is this color, to be honest, but it is. But it's not a big deal. I mean, most of the time this is the view that I will see, right? Most of the time. Excuse me. Wow. Excuse me. But the most important bit that you're going to see now, well, it's not the most important bit actually, but the bit that you don't often see is going to come up now. Now this door here, you can actually open and close this door, the cockpit door that goes back into the passenger cabin. You can open and close it by clicking, which I think is pretty cool. This area here is obviously quite low res. As you can see, it looks very blocky, looks kind of low res, but hey, it's like I said, you can't expect it to be mega high res everything because of the cost of this one. Okay, so let's go back here in the interior, in the passenger interior. Now I don't know if these aircraft are actually designed with the intention that people are going to actually walk around here. I think most of it is just so that people can you know, see the interior from the outside, it seems. I mean, I could be wrong, but that's the impression I get. But for example, when I play a train sim, I really like how you can actually view the journey from a carriage. You know, you can actually sit in a carriage like you're a customer, look around the carriage. I really like that. It'd be nice if they had an easy way of doing that in a flight sim, where you could have a camera view that looked back, you know, at you know, a position where it feels like that you were sat in a seat, you know, because right now it doesn't appear like it exists. Now the windows here, I mean, the interior looks nice. The interior does look nice. You know, this stuff here, like there's some really low res things in here, but like I said, I'm pretty sure that they didn't expect people to really walk around inside here, but I could be wrong. But you know, it's pretty good. The seats look pretty decent, pretty spacious. I wonder in real life on a Dreamliner, are the seats really this big? Because they feel more like kind of business seats. Ah, that's because they are business seats, lol. So this is obviously the business compartment up front here, isn't it? And then let's go back here. And then these are the cheap seats, the economy seats. Okay, that makes more sense. I really like the roof of the interior. It looks pretty nice, looks really clean, looks kind of nice to me. I would say apart from that, it's not really making me say wow, but it serves its purpose. I mean, it's like I said, I don't think most people will ever kind of come back here. They'll spend very little time. I think it's just the immersion of if you happen to look through a window during flight from the outside, you actually see there is stuff inside, if you know what I mean. Well, it'll be interesting. Like, this is my first payware aircraft interior, so it'll be interesting to see how it stacks up against some other interiors, because right now I don't have a lot of experience with this game or any like serious flight sim games, so I don't really know what to expect from these interiors really. And it's kind of good they've got a toilet that you can actually go into to have a look at if you so wish, but you know, obviously this is not a priority area really, is it? You know, it's there, it exists, but it's incredibly blocky low res. I would really like to hear what other people's expectations are for the cabin, the interior passenger cabin of the aircraft. Now it seems like I can't go beyond this point, it seems. So let's head back. Now the cabin actually looks really nice from this view, heading back along the cabin. You know, if you're not really scrutinizing all of the textures, it looks pretty nice. And there was one thing I noticed that's kind of crazy. You see there's a big TV there at the front. Now I'm going to show you something crazy. Crazy. It's not that crazy actually, to be fair, but it's, you know, I was like Is it? And then it was. This is basically acting like a TV screen, like some airlines will show you at takeoff. I don't know if you can actually change it. I don't know if it is possible for you to change the channel. Probably not. But if I accelerate in the aircraft, you see? It actually moves forward. It's like a kind of one of those sky camera things, you know, like a camera that's looking directly down, you know? I should put the brakes on, shouldn't I? Anyway, so yeah, so that's the interior there. I want to quickly show you the exterior. Now, I still think the exterior looks pretty high res. There are some areas that don't look as good as some of the more expensive aircraft, but all in all, I think it looks pretty decent. Yeah. I really like the animation of the way that the wheels go into the undercarriage. I think it's a reasonably high texture work kind of aircraft. Let me try another view here. I mean, you can get quite close to it, and as you can see, it still looks pretty high res, reasonably anyway. You know, you can see the Rolls-Royce thing there very clearly. You can see some small details on the aircraft. I would say it's not the best I've ever seen, but it looks pretty realistic. It looks pretty nice, pretty high res, you know? The wheels and everything, like the engine. From my limited experience, it looks pretty awesome to me. Not the absolute kind of best, but like I was saying, for this kind of price point, it's pretty decent from what I've seen. I would love to know what you guys think. Okay, and also, I've always wondered, if I go into open aircraft here, I've always wondered, there's a thing called Dreamliner VIP cabin. So I think what that means is that you get to have a different interior for the passengers, like a VIP interior for the passengers. Now, I've never actually tested this, but I'm assuming that's why they have a different version of the aircraft. But I'm not entirely sure, so let's go and find out. Again, we can open the door here. Oh, it's dark back here. Why is it so dark? It's like a horror film back here. Oh, and there's thunder and lightning. It really is like a horror film. Oh, it is a different interior, but it's so dark in here. It's like mega dark. Okay, so this is trying to be like the Dreamliner crazy first class kind of looking thing. Which is kind of interesting. But there's some people here who would be drinking wine. If I could see anything, you know, I might appreciate that a bit better, but it's so dark in here. Like magazines back here. Flight magazine, Ultra Flight. Again, the TV screen the same as before. More magazines. I thought there might be a different floor. Whoa, this would be crazy. Imagine being on an airplane like this. Look, this is insane. So yeah, this is VIP, isn't it? Because look, you got like a dining table almost here at the back. That's craziness. And then this must be like the dining area here, where people dine. But yeah, I thought this aircraft would have more than one floor. In real life, does it have more than one floor? I just assumed it would have more than one floor, but maybe it's just really big. Maybe it's only one cabin, but super big. Okay, so this should be interesting. Oh, is this like a galley area? Oh, I think I can go down there, but it's so dark. Like, I wish it wasn't so dark, really. It's like, it's really not helping me. So this is like the galley. mean, it's light outside, right? So I don't understand. Is there like a light? Are there lights that I need to turn on, which are in the cabin? I don't know. I've never even thought about that kind of stuff. Whoa! This is like a ghost room. Welcome to my ghost room. Wow, this is crazy. I really cannot see anything. I think it's a bathroom, but I cannot even see, so that's crazy. Don't you think that's crazy? I think that's crazy. Okay, and I don't know how anyone would be able to go down there. Look. It's like pitch black down here. I mean, it's probably just... Oh, hang on. I see a TV. You guys probably cannot see anything. There must be a way of turning on lights, right? There's got to be a way of turning on lights. Because this is crazy dark, isn't it? Let's go back to the cabin. I mean, it's not the brightest outside, is it? Frankly, but yeah. Whoops, wrong thing. This is what I wanted, but I don't know. I mean, I've never seen anything which is like something like cabin lights or something. I mean, surely they wouldn't have them here. Maybe there's some kind of a switch like inside somewhere. I'm not going to go searching around. It's not such a big deal, to be honest. Landing lights, it's not really bothered about landing lights. Looking for cabin lights, but yeah, like I said, I'm not going to search around for that long. Just have a quick look. I'm pretty sure they wouldn't have that kind of stuff, would they, on like the main part of the console? I don't know, but I wouldn't have thought so in my limited knowledge of aircraft. No, so that's weird, isn't it? Because it gets so dark back there. You would have thought, like, I don't know, maybe I'm wrong, but it seemed really dark back there. I don't understand that at all. Like, surely you would need the option of lights, wouldn't you? I mean, look. And it's so dark that even if there was a light switch, I wouldn't be able to see. I mean, look, it's so dark I can't even see anything. How strange. I just know that there's going to be a comment on this video and someone's going to say to me, oh, we have to do this to turn on the lights, you know? Sorry, right now I have no idea. Oh, hang on, is this a light switch over here? Oh, hang on, hold your horses. There's a switch here, by the way. Yay! I worked it out. So half the video was me saying it's so dark in here. Lol. And now I know how to turn on lights, so this is going to help. So let's just start again. Happy days. This looks much better. Yay, this looks much better. So yeah, makes me feel a lot better about the whole thing, of course, because it's not pitch black. But I mean, imagine if this was actually, you know, if you were actually flying on this kind of airplane. First of all, it would be incredibly expensive. But wouldn't it be crazy? You've got like a bar with bar stools. I mean, everyone always, when the Dreamliner and when the other one, the Dreamliner and the 787, no, this is the 787. What's the other one called? Airbus. The big fat Airbus. Yeah, I don't remember what it's called. But when these two really super airliners first came out, they were showing loads of videos about, oh, we're going to have, like Virgin, I think, was saying, oh, we're going to have like bars where people are going to hang out and relaxing areas and all this kind of crap. And in my head I was thinking, well, for most people, realistically, that won't be the case. It's, you know, it's essentially marketing fluff, and then all that they will do in the end is they will cram in more seats, you know. I mean, maybe for business class or first class, certainly they're going to have some minor things like this, but do you really think they'll have a whole airplane like this? I think, you know, I don't think so. It does say VIP, so, you know, this could be for like a president or some famous people with loads of money, maybe. Okay, so let's go back into the toilet. That sounds a bit suggestive, but you know what I mean, don't you? Because now the lights are on, it doesn't look so crappy. Well, I don't know actually. Is there a light here? Oh, so I mean, it's pretty cool. They've actually got light switches inside the. Oh my goodness! It turned them off. Oh no! Turn on again, please. Oh, so now there's more lights in here now, but still, it's like a texture nightmare, isn't it? So this is not the best piece of modelling in the world, but yeah, it's like I said. I'm pretty sure they didn't expect people to really do this stuff, you know, to look around here. Where does this door go? The same place? Ooh, there's a back bit in this one. I'm pretty sure there wasn't a back bit in the other one. Oh, this looks a bit better. At least it's not mega dark, but it's still pretty dark, and it's got crazy like textures on the walls and everything. So, you know, it seems like a pretty good interior for what it is. It's like I said, I'm sure that most people don't really care that much about the interior. It's just for immersion. It's not like, you know, there's views. But to be fair, the train sim ones are much higher res, you know, because the game actually has a. Oh, there's a bed in here. Wow, that's crazy. Oh, hello. Let's go to sleep on a plane. Now that is crazy. The lighting is kind of killing my eyes though. But yeah, it's like, because the train sim has an actual view that is available in the game easily for people to look at in the carriage. I think that's why they maybe have to have slightly higher res kind of textures, but I imagine for most people to play this game, they probably won't particularly care about the interiors. That they just exist. Like I said, like way too many times already, they just exist so that when people see it through a window, it looks immersive. I mean, it's a very, very cumbersome way. Like, most people, they don't even know how to walk around in airplanes in this game, and it's a very, very cumbersome thing. So I'm pretty sure they designed these airplanes with kind of without the thought of people actually walking around in them like this. Okay, now let's go downstairs, people. Let's go downstairs, and let's hope it's not pitch black. Ooh, what is this room? Actually, it isn't very exciting, is it really? Whoa, it's, oh, I think this is like the crew area, I think. This must be the nicest crew area you're ever going to see on a plane. To be fair, look, they've got a flat screen and everything. They're laughing, aren't they? Apart from this green, weird green, sicky green kind of texture. So there you go, guys. I've shown you the two interiors. Sorry if the video is slightly laggy, but unfortunately when I'm recording it does sometimes lag a bit, which is kind of a shame. For some reason X-Plane is not registering with the usual software that I use for recording. It doesn't really register, and if the only way that it would work with those other things is that I'd have to run it in window mode, and seriously, if I was to run it in window mode, it would be much more jerky than this. So I'm using XSplit to capture, and also a capture card to capture my desktop. So there you go. Now, walking back into the interior here, I mean into the cabin, that's a pretty sweet looking interior, to be fair. I mean, I think that looks pretty awesome, doesn't it? 787 Dreamliner, and it's got little, yeah, it's pretty cool. I mean, my impression is that for this kind of a slightly cheaper for this size of airplane, I don't think you can expect mega high res inside, and it will be interesting because I also own the 777, so I'll be doing a similar video for the 777. Be interesting to see how they compare, to see if that one is really worth the price that the 777 is going for. It's like $59.99, but it'd be interesting to see how they actually compare. Okay guys, thanks for the video. If you have any questions, please let me know. I'm sorry if this video dragged on a bit, but it was like a video of discovery for all of us, because I didn't really know what I was doing either. I didn't realize about the lights and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, I'm sorry if it dragged on a bit. I hope you still enjoyed the video. If you have any questions, please let me know in the comment section below, and see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.